I'm Sam, and this is SamazingTravels. Week 20, I can't believe it's been 4 months since I have left sunny Miami, but it has, because that's kind of what your 20s does. It flies away really quickly. But that doesn't stop me from doing awesome things. Like on Monday, when I had a costume fitting for the new Tom Hanks movie, A Hologram for the King. It was pretty sweet. I'm signed up for this casting agency called Filmgesichter here in Berlin. So basically, when you fit the look for a role, they'll write you an email and ask like, hey, do you have time on this and this day? And can you be in this film or this TV show or whatever it is? And I was lucky enough to be cast in this new Tom Hanks movie, which is like, you know, multi-million-dollar budget, I don't know what. Like I was saying, I had my costume fitting. They actually expected us to bring our own clothes, like in the American style, which could mean like anything, I guess. So I just brought like my clothes. 4 to 6 outfits, just like they said. They got to choose and mix match my clothes to see which one fit the best or whichever one they liked for the movie better. Also, they put me through hair and makeup in order to get a picture for what I would look like on shooting day. Pretty rock star. I liked it. It was fun. But the real fun came on Wednesday when the actual shoot was. We had to report to this American style diner, which was about 45 minutes outside of Berlin, off of the highway. The diner looked pretty authentic, looked like American style, which is, I'm assuming, why they picked it. Technically, the setting is in Boston, so, you know, Berlin, Boston, almost the same. Woke up at 6 a.m. to get to the shoot by 9 o'clock. Since it was so far away, we were actually appointed a driver. My driver, Andreas, he was also acting as a trucker at the diners. And Eunice, who was acting as a waitress. They were really nice. We chatted all the way to the restaurant. Once we signed in, we were able to go and get breakfast from craft services. And there was eggs, bacon, sausages, like oatmeal, everything. Fresh pressed orange juice. I was like, yes, free food. This is awesome. After eating, I was sent to costume where I realized that they changed my entire outfit from what they had picked on Monday. Assuming the costume designer didn't like what they picked to begin with, so they gave me like this weird teal, like leopardy print shirt, my own jean shorts, which were cool. Then I had to wear these like purplish tights underneath them. And the weirdest part was that the costume guy decided to give me an accessory. That accessory was a small plastic monkey keychain that he attached to my shorts. Tell me how that makes any sense. I don't know anyone who wears that. Anyone. After that, I was sent to makeup where they, well, did my makeup and they styled my hair. Basically, they just left it loose and with a little wave added to it. We had a few rehearsal runs before we actually started filming. So Tom Hanks came into the building along with the other lead actress. We can't remember the actress's name. I actually had some movement in the background. I got to walk from the bathroom to the table and ask the waitress to please step aside because she was in my way from sitting in the booth. You don't hear me talking, of course, I'm just in the background, but I mean, it's better than just sitting there, right? It was so cool. There was about 4 lines in that scene, really like 4 or 5, and it took 5 hours. Yep, film life. Before we moved on to our next location, we were asked to go back into costume to change outfits for the second scene, which was gonna take place in a park in Boston. For that, we headed back to Berlin to a park in Marzahn, which was closed down to the public, of course, and then we were scattered amongst the park. Before we were scattered, the crew took us to a table full of like sports equipment, and they were like, okay, so pick up the sport that you play. It was like, you know, basketball, football. They were like, who plays baseball? There was a girl here that said she could play baseball on her casting sheet, and I was like, well, I can play baseball, but I can't play alone. Anyone else? Any takers? There happened to be this kid, Lewis, who also plays baseball, although he was German. Most of the extras were German. There was like me, who was American, and this other American guy. So it was 2 Americans, and everyone else was not, but we were all playing Americans. Anyway, I picked up the baseball and a mitt, and me and this kid, Lewis, started throwing the ball around right behind this bench. Just warming up, throwing for about an hour before the director was like, look, I've been watching you guys while we set up, and it looks like you can throw this ball around all day. I was like, yep, no problem. I can throw it for hours. And he's like, perfect, perfect. We're gonna have you right here behind the bench where you're standing now, right behind the main actress. So you're gonna be right in the shot. Okay, cool. Basically, if they use those takes, I should be right there, right in the front part of the background of the movie. Not bad. Afterwards, they moved us to the back for a little change of pace, a little variety in scene, but if they use that first shot, it'll be pretty awesome. I'm gonna like pause the movie and be like, look Mom, there's my hair. Day ended around 6 or 7 p.m. I didn't get to meet Tom Hanks personally, but as he walked towards where I was standing for the restaurant scene, in my direction, me and this other lady, he was like, hey guys, how you doing? We're just like, yeah, good. Seemed very nice, not high maintenance, and it was pretty cool. I really liked being on set. I mean, since what I want to do is film production, it was nice to be there and see how everything was working out, especially on such a big budget film. So pretty cool, I must admit. Hope they keep calling me because I got paid 75 euros for this gig. And I just had to like stand around, do fun stuff, and eat their food. Thursday, a friend of ours, Matti, was performing live. He plays a numerous amount of instruments and with quite a few people, but this band is a friend of his parents or something that were here in Berlin, and they played a very interesting type of music. They were called the Inklings. I'm not quite sure what genre this music is. I mean, it wasn't the kind of music I would listen to on my iPod, but it was really cool for like special effects, sounds, or sound effects on a TV show or movie or whatever. Really awesome. The best part about Friday was I got to try this new recipe. I made chicken satay with spicy peanut sauce. It was awesome. It is a lot of peanut butter involved. Like, there is a lot of peanut butter involved, but peanut butter is delicious. So was the sauce. Had a little wine that night and watched Prison Break. Saturday. Did I tell you guys that I started Spanish tutoring? I am now a Spanish tutor. Officially, I had that job. I work at this language center where I teach this one kid how to speak Spanish. And he's very shy and it's hard to get him to talk, but I'm working on it. Afterwards, Alex and I went to Kudam. On our way there, we ran into a shit ton of soccer fans. German Pokal, so one of the championships here, was happening in Berlin, and it was Bayern versus Dortmund, which is a big rivalry. We were getting off the train at Zoo, and the Dortmund fans, I mean, all you could see was yellow, like yellow people in jerseys. Like, they bum rushed into the train before I could like get out. It was crazy the amount of people there. They actually shut down the exits and entrances to the train station because no more people could fit. It was out of control. Later on that night, we went to Kai's house to go see the game, Bayern versus Dortmund, and it was just insane. It went into double overtime when Bayern finally scored 2 goals, like right at the end. It was a good game. Sunday had schnitzel at Alex's parents' house, which was yummy, yum, yum. And then we went to the gym and we started watching Prison Break, ordered some pizza, had some wine, and had a lovely evening together. I hope I become a movie star with my new role in Tom Hanks' film, but for now, here is the week in review. This is a day through pictures because I was very sneaky. This is some trailers. This is the makeup room before all the makeup was in it. This is my first breakfast meal. Yes, delicious. Now this is the view from my position at the diner. And this is another view with a little more action going on. This was my first outfit, me taking a shameless selfie. And now I am basically recording video that I am not supposed to, but I couldn't help it. This is the set and the director giving the go-ahead for filming.
Here we go. And action.
On to outfit number 2, a little more sporty as you can see. Oh yes, and this is the delicious catering services van. I had a really good chicken curry from there. I mean, oh yeah. And this is the park scene. And look at that, a hologram for a king director's chair. I actually knew this guy and we met on set. Like, oh, you're here too? This is me being sneaky in the costume trailer and us driving home. Yep, we had a driver to drive us home. Not bad. You just heard Matti and the Inklings. You see what I mean about the sound effects? Yeah, bar was nice.